My name is Amelia Barker, and I've been a Color Street independent stylist since the end of February in 2020. And I realized I've done a lot of live videos where I've done my nails, but I've never done a YouTube video. So here you go. So I have started out and I've already filed my nails, and I actually put some nail envy on my nails. I tend to have weak nails, I always have, and so that's just an added strengthener. You don't have to do that because Color Street has a built-in base coat, color, and of course top coat, but I choose to put it on there. Then I'm ready to go. So I've chosen to use Paint the Town. This is part of our Spring 2021 catalog, and this is the package that it comes in. And literally this is all that you need. So I'm just going to open it up. And inside it has instructions. Oops. You know, I need a little practice with my green screen. Bear with me. I'm actually going to paint the wall behind me, but it's not painted yet, so. And so each set comes with a little nail file. I sometimes use it, I sometimes don't. It comes with an alcohol prep pad, which I'm going to use here in just a second. And then it comes with your nails. And this has a little packaging. I accidentally got the outside of my package wet. So the nails are sealed, so no big deal. All right. So I'm going to open up the alcohol prep pad, and this is just to make sure that you don't have any oils on your fingernails. And so you just wipe down your nails, making sure that you get your cuticles. That's the important part, because if you get your Color Street nail strip stuck on your cuticles, which it happens to everybody, the oils can kind of make it lift if you're not careful, and you can always trim it. You can stick it back down with some clear polish. It's no big deal. But this just helps to prevent that and helps make sure that none of that oil has seeped onto your fingernails. You can also, if your nails tend to get very brittle, or like especially in the winter when they dry out, you can also wash your hands using Dawn dish soap, and that's another good way to remove the oils. Then in your package there's a little tiny slit that's like a tear here slit, and so you just open your little package, and each set of nail strips comes with 2 strips of 8. So you get 16 nail strips total. And they smell like polish because you know what? That's what they are. They're 100% real nail polish. And so I'm just going to set one aside. I only ever use part of one strip. And you can see that they range in size from small up to large. And the other thing to point out is that each end is a slightly different shape. So like this one in particular, it's got a narrower end and then a little wider end. So it just helps you to get a good fit. But don't worry if they don't fit exactly, because you can trim them right up and they'll soon be a perfect fit. So the way that you know which nail to put on which finger is you literally just hold them up and see which ones fit. So I know from experience, I don't use the smallest one, and I don't use the largest one unless I'm doing a pedicure. And you can use these on your fingernails or toenails. And so I usually just set these aside. And then I always start at my pinky and then work my way in. And so I use the smallest one for my pinky. And so you can see, I'm just going to hold it up, and it fits perfectly. All right. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your strip, and it's got a clear plastic coating. And so you're just going to take it and you're going to peel that plastic coating off and put it to the side to throw away. So then what you have is you have your nail strip, and then you've got a paper coating. And your nail strip has this little silver tab on it. And this is why I don't do many nail application videos. I just don't have a good way to get it on camera. I need like a super zoom camera or something. So you're going to take that silver tab And there's a couple ways that I'll show you to do this. So I'm kind of a no fuss, no muss. So I just peel off the paper, put it in my trash pile, and then I grab that silver tab and I just pull it off as well. And I touch the kind of the middle of my nail strip. Now, that does put some oil on your nail strip, so a lot of people prefer not to do that. It doesn't really affect me, so I just, like I say, I try to do it the easiest way possible. My headset keeps squeaking. All right, so then you just take it and you line it up. Again, you want to try to get it as close to your cuticle as possible without touching it. And it, you know, especially as you're just starting out, it gets, oh my goodness, the screen. It gets kind of, it can be a little difficult. And it's okay if it gets on your cuticle. It's not the end of the world. But you just stick it on there and then smooth it down with your fingernail. And then I just fold it over. And then I use my thumbnail and I trim it. And you've got your nail. And then I also use the other end. Now, these have a design in the middle. And so some of them have designs in the middle, some of them have them on the end. And so you can kind of pick and choose, and you can always use the middle if you want to. And I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. So I'm actually going to use, I don't think I'm going to use the other end. You can use the other end, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this on my other pinky. And so this one's obviously too big for my pinky. So what you do if it's too big is you get it as close to the bottom as you can and as close to one side. And you can see here that the other side overlaps a little bit. And that's no problem. I'm just, again, going to take my thumbnail. I'm going to smooth it down, and then I'm going to take my thumbnail and just kind of score it along the edge here. And that makes it sound more difficult than it really is. Really, you just kind of pick it away, to use my non-nail terms. And then I'm going to fold this over and trim it, get that, put it in my trash pile. And then this part that I've just sort of picked away, I'm literally just going to gently pull it away and put it in my trash pile. And now my two pinkies are done. Now you can't see them very well because these are kind of a sheer whitish glitter, but just wait, because my next one is going to have a little more color. And you can see this one has the design more towards the ends. So again, step number one, I'm going to peel the clear plastic off and put it to the side. I'm going to take the gray strip, the gray tab, and pull the paper backing off. I'm going to hold it kind of in the middle, pull that silver tab off and get rid of it. I'm going to hold it just in the center of the nail strip and just barely on the edge to try to prevent as much oil as possible. And put it as close to the cuticle as possible without getting it on the cuticle. Just smooth it down. Fold it under the edge. Use my thumb to score it. And then I just kind of tuck the little edge over. You know how when you're in a salon, the stylist will take the brush and brush the edge of your nail? That's exactly what I'm doing by folding this over. And then I'm going to take the other half and I'm going to repeat on the other side, again working from the pinky to the thumb, because I'm using my thumb as a tool. So I'm going to do my thumbs last. So stick and smooth, fold, score, then just smooth the edge. All right, now if you have real shaky hands, I'm going to show you a way that you can get some added stability. I know a lot of people who do this every time they do their nails. So I'm going to pick out my next one. And let's see. I want to make sure that I get some of this color in the center nail. So this one's about the right fit for my center nail. But because I have short nails, it's only going to get a little bit of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten this up a little. And like magic, I have scissors. All right, so the beauty of these nail strips, besides them being easy and inexpensive and hello, no dry time, is you can cut these. It's actually very, very cool. And so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to shorten it a little bit. So I'm just going to take one of these paper things that I've already used. Actually, let me take a slightly bigger one. Okay, and I'm just going to make this a little shorter so I can get more of the design in. So literally you can see, can you see that? So I just have the two there, and you could freehand this. I'm going to draw it, so hopefully you can see it. I am just going to draw a line on the back on the paper. And then I'm going to cut that. And so I'm going to make it just a little bit shorter. And I literally just cut it. So now I have the design is going to be a little bit more on my fingernail because it's shorter. And you can cut these in strips. You can cut out shapes. You can use paper punches. Really, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with these, and it's so stinking easy. All right, I'm going to remove the clear plastic coating. I'm going to grab the gray strip and peel. Now, if you want a little more stability, the other thing that you can do is you can place your little sticker on the paper backing, and then hold on to the paper backing. And this does two things. Number one, when you hold it, it doesn't get your oils on the nail strip, which is nice. And number two, it gives you more to hang on to, so it can be a little more stable. So they call this the T method, and I do enjoy using it as well. And so same thing, this time I'm holding on to the paper backing, and I'm just lining it up as best I can with the cuticle without going over. And then I'm going to smooth it down. And I'm going to fold. Score and fold. And then I've got extra. I got to figure out this green screen thing. Obviously, I'm a nail person. I'm not a video person. All right, so then I'm just going to take this and kind of pick the extra off. And that's all there is to it. One day I'll look back at this video and my sad attempts at a green screen, and I'll laugh and I'll say, oh, look how new I was. I don't know how to get that off. Okay, there we go. Oh, for the love. All right, now I just used half of that nail strip because I wanted to get as much of the design as possible. So I'm going to come over here to my other set that I set aside, and I'm going to grab the same one that's got the colors there on both sides. And this time I'm just going to freehand it a little bit, and I'm going to trim off with my scissors a little bit of the edge there. And then same idea, remove the plastic, grab the silver tab, I'll use the T method again. So I just peeled it and stuck it over the plastic. Helps if I remember which hand I'm doing. And then actually this one's a little bit narrower, so I'm going to put this on my pointer finger instead. Stick it on there, smooth it down, fold it under, and just kind of fold. Now you can use, a lot of people will use this nail file, and I'll do this on the next one and show you how I do it. And you can file the excess off. All right, now I'm going to take my T off, pull off the silver tab, and let's see. Actually, I don't need this, and I'll tell you why. I'm actually going to do a couple of accent nails that are different colors. So I'm just going to set this to the side. I don't need that one. All right, so for my accent nails, you don't have to do this. Like, there's everything you need. I could make my whole manicure using the nails that are in that package. But I actually have a couple of 2-finger testers that I'm going to incorporate. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use them both or just one. So I'm going to take this. This is Key West is Best, and it goes perfectly with the pink color that's in there. And so if you've never tried Color Street, then I'll put a link in the comments of this video where you can request a 2-finger tester yourself, so you can see just how well this nail polish holds up next to your regular nail polish, and you can see how easy it is to put on. So I'm going to take my Key West is Best. I'm going to do this exactly the same way that I have been. I'm going to put half of it on my pointer finger here. And I'm not a very symmetrical person. It's funny because my mother wants everything to be symmetrical, but I'm like, let's be a little crazy. And so she would have, I'm sure, the accent nail on the same finger on both hands. But I kind of like having it different. And so I've just stuck it on here. And this first one, I'm just going to trim with my thumbnail like I have been, and just kind of pick away the excess. The other one, I'm going to show you the other way that you can do this. And this is the way that Color Street recommends in their instructions. And you can just sort of fold the edge together. So I don't know if you can see, that's kind of a little point there. And then you can take your, you can take your nail file, and it comes with a little clear plastic covering on it, which I'm just going to take off, put in my trash pile. And then you can just file. Now if you use the filing method, you don't have to push hard, just be gentle. Kind of gently file the edges in one direction. Don't go back and forth. Don't saw with it. And that does the same thing as scoring it. And then you just pull the excess off, and there you have it. So I usually just don't fool with the nail file because to me it's just an extra step, and I just don't bother with it. So now I have my accent nails. And then for my thumbnails, I'm going to take this next to largest one. And that's going to be my thumbnail. You know the drill by now. Take off the clear plastic coating. Grab the gray tab. Hold it by the side. Pull it off. Get it down as close to the cuticle as I can. Smooth it on, tuck and score, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side with the other half. and score. Get rid of my trash. And then I'm just going to smooth, kind of fold these little edges over that I have left. And I don't think I'm going to use another color. I had Space Case here. I think it would be really pretty with them also. But I think I'm going to stick with one accent nail because I love how the Key West is Best really pops. Got a little bit hanging over the edge, so again I want to try to get that off the skin while it's still real pliable. That way it doesn't get oil under the edge there and cause them to lift. And I am done. Ooh, I am done. And my nails are dry. I can do whatever I want now. The one thing that I'm not going to do, you want to make sure that you don't get them wet within 30 minutes of putting them on. So I'm not going to wash my hands or do dishes. Oh, darn. I'm actually going to go and probably edit this video and work on my blog and all that. So you can type and you can do all your normal activities. And yeah, you're good to go. So I hope you found this helpful. I'll probably end up doing another one without this crazy green screen going on in the background, but I do like how it looks. So if you guys have any tips on how to green screen better, let me know. And have a wonderful day. Again, I'll put in the comments how you can grab a 2-finger tester to try these for yourself. And let me know how they work out for you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.